Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your ClarkCountyToday.com video update for Wednesday, February 17th. Well, the rate of new COVID-19 cases continues to decline in Clark County. Late Tuesday, Clark County Public Health said the rate per 100,000 people had dropped from just over 262 to just under 210 for the week ending February 15th. There were 32 new cases and no new deaths reported since yesterday. Active cases fell to 255. Hospitalizations ticked up slightly with 36 confirmed and 6 suspected cases, taking up just over 7% of total bed space. And by the way, there was a little confusion Tuesday evening around the fairgrounds mass vaccination site. The Department of Health had notified people whose appointments were canceled last Friday or Saturday they could show up Tuesday. Unfortunately, more people showed up than expected, and the gates were shut at 5 p.m. The Department of Health said anyone who hadn't been able to get in on Tuesday could show up today. This week, the state is focusing on second doses at most vaccination sites. If you received your first dose there 3 weeks ago but never received a text or email with your second dose appointment time, you can bring a copy of the email confirming your first appointment or the appointment reminder you should have received, a little card, and they will honor it. There's also a free 1-hour webinar happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. answering some of your vaccine rollout questions. Details about that and how to register are at ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, the Battleground School Board has elected to hold off before rerunning a 4-year replacement levy. The Educational Programs and Operations levy failed to pass on February 9th. Local levies can be run up to twice in a year, and the next date the board could have opted to do that was in April, even though the date would have potentially prevented hard budget decisions for the upcoming school year. The board felt it didn't provide enough time to get public feedback or possibly adjust the levy package to address any public concerns. The district faces potential budget cuts of up to $30 million in the next 2 years without a replacement levy. The board appears to be focused on putting the levy back before voters during the November general election, but no final decision has been reached. Vancouver Public Schools held an open forum last night as part of the selection process for the district's new superintendent. Using Zoom, the school board got to know the candidates and also encouraged members of the community to ask questions. The candidates included Dr. Karen D. Chesser, currently the superintendent of Fort Thomas Independent Schools in Kentucky. Closer to home is Dr. Kenneth Hurst, who's presently the superintendent of the Othello School District here in Washington. Dr. Hector Rico of Santa Cruz, California, is also a candidate. He serves as the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the Pacific Collegiate School. And on the local front, we heard from Dr. Jeff Snell, who is currently the superintendent of Camas School District. During the nearly 2.5-hour Q&A, candidates shared about their backgrounds and what they would be excited to do if selected for the position with VPS. Process was bumped up with the recent accelerated removal of former Superintendent Steve Webb. The school board will make its final selection by early March. Well, the Clark County Council has taken the interim tag off of Kathleen Otto, naming her officially as the next county manager. Otto was the deputy county manager until taking on the interim manager role following the departure of Sean Hennessy in March of last year. She has also served as director of internal services and Director of Human Resources within the county. Otto agreed to a 2-year contract approved by the County Council this week. She earned a bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of Portland and a master's in business admin from the University of Phoenix. Otto and her husband live in the Ventersburg area. County Chair Eileen Quirine O'Brien praised Otto for showing extraordinary leadership during a difficult and stressful time in our history. You can find a previous Getting to Know You story about Otto on our website, ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, finally, this afternoon, Paul Valencia and Mike Schultz went out to Ridgefield last night to capture the sights and sounds of high school volleyball season in February.
Hey, we are at the first traditional team sporting event in about a year in Clark County for high school sports. We're at Ridgefield. We're getting ready to watch the Spudders. In their first match, they won the state title about 100 years ago, it seems.
I just think it's nice to be back in the gym, like sitting at home for the past, 9 months. Like, it's been kind of crazy, and to be back out with people and like playing a sport that is a good outlet is nice to be back. I think it's nice to know that we have supporters even though they can't be in the gym. It would be nice to have them in the gym, but since we can't like we have to still be taking precautions, it's nice to know that we still have people supporting us behind the scenes. I think it's like a really great opportunity that we even get to be out here, especially it being our senior years. And yeah, we're just trying to leave it all out there and have fun. So it's nice to be like with friends in a totally different environment than we are outside of this. So it's been really great as a senior. I'm really glad that we even get this opportunity.
It's so exciting. These kids, volleyball is such a huge part of their lives, and school and athletics are such a big part of growing up in their teenage years, and this pandemic has just proven how resilient these kids can be. So being here tonight, it's not the same as it used to be with face masks and social distancing, but we'll take it because it's just so exciting to see them back out in the court.
All right, thanks for that report, guys. And that is your midweek check of the stories we're following for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. Have a news tip or story suggestion? Shoot us an email to news@ClarkCountyToday.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where you can see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.